Hello. In this AWS reStart program, I wish to demonstrate about this 188, that is lab on managing resources with tagging. Okay, this again a lab which is used on CLI, use of CLI and or SDKs for PHP. Okay, the scenario of this lab, I'll just start my lab also and then I'll explain about the scenario. And then of course we'll also go through the objectives and tasks. So here, after completing this lab, you will be able to apply tags to the AWS resources, yeah, and also find resources based on tags. Use the AWS CLI SDK for PHP to stop and start the terminate the AWS instances based on certain attributes. Okay, you can even go and use these tags for doing all these activities. So here the scenario for task 1 is that we are going to use tags to manage the resource instances. So first of all, we connect with our public IP to the server, and then we use this finding the development instances of the project using CLI. So especially for the ERP system, value of ERP system. So now then next is like we will do a query, and then we have some challenges also. Change the version tag from for development process. So we have some scripts also. We do accordingly. So that is task 1. Stop and start using by the resource tag. So here we have some tools. We will learn about the tools also, and then we can use this PHP scripts for stopping the instances. Okay, for stop, that is stop. Yeah, and then you can see the service results also. Yeah, then there are some the challenges to terminate the non-compliance instances. Let us go through, once the lab is ready, how we can perform this particular activity. Okay, so yes, just wait for some more minute time for the lab to get started. So yes, my lab is ready. I just click this AWS, which opens in the new tab. To get this message, just log out. Maybe once again you can say AWS. Yeah, this is your management console. Later, I just duplicate this one also. Here, in the first one, I go with EC2. Okay, so let me also connect this to. Once I go to this, I see an instance which is running. I have several instances which are running here. So I choose this instance command host and copy this public IP. Several web servers, app servers are running. Go to command line host. It's a public IP. Yeah, I write it here. And also just download your what we call as PPK keys. Okay, so go to Putty, connect to the server, and say connection as maybe 30 minutes, and select this auth key as lab user 5. Just open and accept EC2 hyphen use. Okay, so yeah, the task 1 is ready. So now we have a task. This is 26th, to figure out all your accounts with there is a project tag and an ERP system. So here we have several instances. You see here we have several instances. We want to get only which is having a tag called as project and ERP system. There should be one of the server. Let us figure out which one is this particular one. So what I do, I just copy this AWS describe instances filter and filter to name tag on my what we call as CLI. Let me check. Yeah, I have several. So there are some instances which has come. You can see the instance ID and also it's running. You can see these instances. Okay. Yeah. If I want a little bit more, yeah, it has given the complete details about that. So the query parameter, okay, to the previous command, everything same, okay, to the query command, only with certain things like the instance ID and so and so. Okay, your output should see like this, the following instances, which is having all the things. Okay, I have several instances, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instances I have. The query commands with so and so instances, which is having this name tag as project and ERP system. Okay, so now we can also get through this availability zone also. This is, I have done for 27. This is the command, and 28. I want to add still more. Okay, query, some more instance ID and so and so with placement also, availability zone also I need to know. So here on my command line, I do that. Yeah, I got still more information with availability zone. Additionally added to various instances. Okay. So I copy the output out here for my just running reference. Okay, so it has been copied on the each instance returned with so and so. Yeah, with this output you can clearly see that your filter worked and you are seeing only the instances that are associated with ERP system. However, you still be able, probably not be able to identify which instances are being returned based on the information. So in the next steps you will see how to include a little bit more. So this is 29. So let me check. So your output should have project ERP system and ID and so and so. Okay. It's still querying with the value also. Yeah. Here it has shown across your project is ERP system with a little bit more data, which is having project as ERP system. I just copy this one. This is 29. Okay, so copy and run the following. Even you can have environment and version tags also a little bit more. This is only a practice of all the various kind of elements, tags especially. Right? You see this one, the project, and of course this is 30. This is 30. I'll copy one of the sample. So you have like this output which has come. Additionally, project environment also has been staging, or maybe whatever the types which has been development, etc. Staging. You can see various kind. Right. Okay. So finally, add a tag which we want to select only the development tags, only the development, not staging and other things which are there. So environment name tag. This is 31. So I have some of the instances. You see, this is one development, this is other development. Okay, when we issue this command, no staging is there here in this one. Yeah, which is okay. So now the version tag of for the development process. So here let us learn about what we call as how to change the version tag. So we have some what we call as in the command this open this file which is called a change resource tags.sh. This is 32. Okay. So we are already in the home directory. Go to you can see that there is a file name called as change resource. If you are comfortable with VI, you can use VI. Otherwise, you can use even nano also. Just to go through this particular this one. There is a script here which defines about the following thing. Examine the following script, the same one. So here the script defines about describe instance to return instance IDs for the development machines which you are done. So notice that first command is an output section which will manipulate and return the results as text instead of JSON. So here the output as text, not JSON. And close the nano editor. So you can say run the script. This is 34. After running the script, let us see. Okay. So dot slash change the resource. This executes the script. So now once the script is executed, let us see. Yeah, it has executed without any errors. Let us see. Okay, number of instances that has been incremented and non-development boxes has been unaffected. Let us see. This is 35. Yeah, you have several boxes now, staging 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, environment, you can see project is ERP system. Number of instances has been increased now. Okay, this completes our task 1. Now let us go with the task 2. This is CD AWS tools. Let me go to the command host. So I have this AWS-tools. So you have one of the script called as which is a stop-anator.php. You can go through the script. So this is your script. I mean, just go down. Yeah, requires date so and so. Yeah. So here in this script, you can see a simple script that uses SDK for PHP to stop and start instances based on set of tags. This enables the scenario such as shutting off our development servers at the end of the day and restarting next day. So in one go, you can do that initiate. So this script will look every using tags. We are going to shut down. Okay. So yeah, you can -t. The script takes this following. Let me execute that nano editor and then run this particular script or run this particular script with the tag. Okay, right. I'll run this tag. Yeah, region. Okay, there are some instances which are identified in US West -2 and it has stopped. You can see 1, 2, some of the instances has been stopped. No instances like this you get. And on EC2, you can check whether any instances status has been changed to stopped. You should see some of the instances. Go to EC2 dashboard and see not there are some two instances which have been stopped. Go to instances rather than instance. Yeah, two in web server and app server. These two are getting stopped. See this one? Yeah. So verify that the two instances are getting stopped. So return to your SSH command prompt and restart your instances. I'm going to restart once again with this particular script. So this is a stop-inator. Okay. I just run once again. US West -2. Yeah. Here you can see this. There are two instances identified and starting this particular array. There are two instances which will once this is stopped, you can see that those instances should be running once back again. Yeah, so this with this we have completed task number 2. Now we have a challenge to terminate the non-compliance instances. So you can go through this particular lab how to terminate this one. Yeah, we have a script also. Let me go through this point number 45. Let us explore. Okay, here I have a tool called as terminate instances PHP. So vi terminate instance.php. You have a region we defined, profile also defined. Okay, you can see this EC2 profile, dollar profile, it has been defined using the tags, and then finally uh, the terminating is also script is written equals so and so, then you'll see terminated also. So this is the script 45. Examine the params. Note that it takes two arguments here. That you are reaching region, subnet ID, and subnet ID are, yes, we have gone through. Examine the first block of the code. Obtain. Okay, let us examine once again. So this is the line. Okay, with the environmental tag set. Yeah. So here the describe instances method. Yeah. Here in this good instances array, terminate instance array, these two are defined. Yeah, you can see this one, describe instance. All right. And examine the second block. The code examines and compares with the environmental tag. You can see here. So this one, this will try to compare. Okay, if so, and then it pushes the environmental tag. Examine the last section of the script. These lines are used for terminate instances, the bottom one. These few lines are mainly meant for terminating the instance. Now return to the console running. So here in the tags, select one of the instance and click add tags. So find a tag called as a remove icon. Okay, from the environment click remove icon. So select one of the instances. I select one. Of the any of the instance, maybe an app server. Okay, and here uh, what I do on the tags tab for the instance, add edit tags. This particular one, yeah, click the remove icon, environment. Yeah, I have removed this tag and save. Yes, I have saved with to one of the server. So save, run the script. Now let us run this one. The EC2 manage. Select one of the instances in your private subnet. Okay, networking. Yeah, you have your subnets. Your private subnet which is there. On the description tab of your instance, find the availability zone field. Uh, yeah, return this one with your. Yeah, I need to frame the syntax now. So instance, the region is I think this US East hyphen West hyphen 2. Select any one. This is my region. This is 2A. All of the instances are in US West hyphen 2A. US East hyphen 2A. And my subnet ID. I need to define my subnet ID also. So I select any one of the instance. I select any one of the instance. Networking. Yeah, this is my subnet ID. Just copy this one. Okay, let me try to run this script. So this particular one, it should be terminated, this particular one. Just hit. So it will scan. There are some exceptions which has come, but I think it should be terminated. So we need to basically check your subnet ID properly. Once again, let me do maybe one of the web server under networking. This is your subnet ID, private subnet 1. And region is US West 2A. Sorry, I made a mistake. West 2A. Okay, just copy and then run once again. Yeah, you should see some of the instances should be terminated now. So I just run once again. Let me check. It should return with the termination of all various instances. So on caught exception with message so and so could not resolve. This should return with, but it is not returning. Anyway, there can be some script problem. That's okay, but we understood about almost various kind of concepts of using with tagging. That is what which is there in the lab. Thank you everyone, and bye. That's end our lab.